I know it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, and I'm truly sorry for it. I'll make it up for you this time with a good old-fashioned rant. Sound good? Good. I may or may not have said this before, but I love comic books. I think that DC resetting everything back to year one is a risky gamble, but I also feel that some of the ideas I hear floating around may be good, even if some or most may not be in favor of them, such as the whole Wonder Woman, Superman getting together and being a couple thing. I don't think it's a bad idea, and granted I've heard people say, what would a farm boy from Smallville and an Amazon princess have in common? And yes, I know they're fictitious, but have any of you guys ever heard the term opposites attract? Granted, of the so-called DC Trinity, I always thought of Wonder Woman and a certain Dark Knight being a couple. Another comic book-based discussion here. Don't worry, I'm not going to dwell on this. I know that I'm about to say something that's more than likely obvious to everyone around, but here we go. Batman: The Dark Knight Rises will fall flat on its face. I feel much better saying that. Anyway, it will never live up to the expectations of The Dark Knight. Let's face it, Heath Ledger died making this film. His portrayal of the Joker has reached iconic status. It is considered by many to be the greatest comic book movie ever, and this movie has to be second fiddle to it. Trust me, a very daunting task. Now it's time to go to the world of sports, or in this case, the NFL. We are already halfway through the season, and I think it's obvious who the MVP of the league is. No, it's not Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady. The person who is MVP hasn't even played a game this year. The MVP is Peyton Manning. I know what you're saying. But SSJ for Vegeta 1986, you sexy beast. How can Peyton Manning be MVP? He hasn't played once this year. True, but look how bad the Colts are without him. This was the same team last year that made it to the playoffs, and the year before was in the Super Bowl. This is why Manning is also better than Brady. Remember when Brady got injured and was out for the whole season, and they had to use Matt, never played a college game, Castle, to replace him? Granted, they didn't make it to the playoffs, but still they had an above 500 record. This shows that Brady is the product of the system, while Peyton Manning is the system. I personally went to a college with no major college sports teams, football or otherwise. And it's my opinion that anyone who attended a school with a college football or basketball team, I won't mention anyone's name, lose the right to call any other team that is not from that school they graduated from as their team. You didn't graduate from this school. You may have applied to go to the school and been turned down, so deal with it. That is not your school. Even if the school you graduated from and their team is total garbage, I won't mention names again, they're still your alma mater, so why don't you show a little loyalty? Well, that's all I can think of at the moment. Hopefully my next video will come a little sooner, and be on a specific topic this time.